I currently do not own any vehicles on this account, but that is changing today. I will purchase the best vehicle for beginners in GTA Online to make life easier for me as a low level. So first things first, we need to go ahead and we need to purchase the armored Kuruma. And well, actually, I kind of already did because I tried to already record the beginning of this video and for some reason the recording just disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, I didn't get too far into the episode though. But anyways, I did go ahead and purchase the armored Kuruma. So just in case if you aren't aware, I spun the wheel of luxury last episode and I landed on purchasing an armored Kuruma, which is actually pretty nice as a low level. It's on Southern San Andreas. It's a 4-door vehicle. Let's sort by price, scroll down a little bit, and this is the vehicle I got, the Karen Kuruma. It's armored. It has a buy now price of $698,000. There's a trade price of $525,000, but it's locked because I need to complete the Fleece of Bank heist, which obviously I have not done yet. So I went ahead and purchased that, and I went ahead and customized it, and it looks like this right here. This is my armored Kuruma. I've kind of, well, it's a little embarrassing. I have some scratches on it. That is fantastic. But yeah, this is my new vehicle, and this is actually a very nice vehicle. I'm very happy with it. So you can see right here also, it has some pretty good armor on it. It's very tough to shoot into this thing. You're gonna have to shoot. You're gonna have to pretty much shoot like right here, but it's extremely tough. You're gonna be very safe in there. So we did that, but we also went ahead and we purchased the weapon that we needed to purchase alongside of that, and that was the vintage pistol. So we got the vintage pistol. This weapon is nothing great, nothing too crazy with this thing, so I'm not that excited about it. So then I spun all the wheels that I needed to spin. So we started out by spinning the wheel of businesses because the last item I purchased came off the wheel of luxury, and we landed on the salvage yard. We landed on the salvage yard, and then we went ahead and we also spun the wheel of 1 to 5 to determine what specific salvage yard we are purchasing, 1 being the furthest south and 5 being the furthest north, and we landed on number 1, which that means we get the La Puerta location for $2,690,000. But I am going to upgrade it a little bit. I am going to get the tow truck beater alongside of it, and only that, nothing else is going to up the price for this. So in total, this is going to cost us $3,340,000. And currently right now I'm sitting at $1,712,000. So we need to make like another 1.6 million before we can actually get our hands on that. And then we spun the wheel of weapons to see what weapon we're going to purchase alongside of it, just like how we did with the Kuruma and the vintage pistol. And so how did someone just wreck into my, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there we go. That's a good use of the vintage pistol. This freaking idiot just drove. No, stop auto locking. This freaking idiot just drove right into my parked car. Make that very clear. It was a parked armored Kuruma while I was trying to quickly recap all this, even though I've already done it once. Incredible. Incredible. No. I was literally just about to start talking again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? No. That's quite embarrassing. It's just I don't need to get away from these people. I don't know what to do. These people are just running into my car. Yeah, hopefully we're good now. But anyways, after that, we spun the wheel of quick cash to see what we're gonna have to do to make money to start out this episode. And we gotta do a pizza this mission. I haven't done that yet, so we're gonna have to do that. And then I spun the wheel of making money. The first wheel spin was joining a random heist. We spun the wheel of heist, and it was a Cayo Perico heist. So we gotta join a random Cayo Perico heist. Currently, right now, I'm being shot at from a bunch of cops, so that's fantastic. Doing a bad job, too. So there we go. All right, cool. And then we spun the wheel of making money once again, and we landed on the Navy Revolver. So that in this episode, we have to go and try to acquire the Navy Revolver to then unlock a challenge that gives me the opportunity to make some extra money, some pretty good money. So we're gonna be doing that in this episode. Then we went to the wheel of challenges. We spun the wheel of challenges, and it landed on a pretty interesting one, something very different from everything else, and that is putting 20K down on red at the Diamond Casino. So I went over to the Diamond Casino and I realized that, well, you can't just put 20K down at once, at least on the normal floor. So yeah, that was a little annoying, but yeah, I came out on top, but I was kind of like, that's kind of boring just spinning the roulette wheel. So I went over and put 10K down, which was pretty much how much I made at the time. I put my 10K down on a horse and I lost. And yeah, you're pretty much caught up now. So here we are. So just to recap, I went over a lot. The challenge is pretty much irrelevant at this point because I've already kind of done it. I needed to to spin the roulette wheel and land on red. And pretty much I broke even. So now what we need to do in this episode is I need to go to a pizza this location and do those missions. And then I'm going to do the Navy Revolver first. I'm going to get that. And then after that, we are going to try to join a random Cayo Perico heist and see if someone will allow me to do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do a pizza this mission first. All right, so once again, we are at a pizza this location. Let's press right on the D-pad so we can start delivering pizzas. All right, here we go. So we're delivering pizza to the customers. So just in case if you don't know this, we have 5 different locations. These are pretty interesting locations, not that close other than these 2 over here. So yeah, every time we deliver a pizza, we get a tip. And then there's a heat bar on the bottom right-hand corner. If there's anything left on that heat bar, we'll get an additional bonus, a hot and fresh bonus. Anyways, we've made it over to the first customer, and here you go. Here is your free pizza. So we've made it over to the next location. Pretty interesting area. Oh, that's exactly how a pizza delivery should go. Yeah, climb on the roof. At least climb up to the 2nd floor. Yeah, that is some interesting pizza service. But then again, this is a weird place to go, so I'm sure they don't care. But anyways, 3 more locations. So we've made it over to the 3rd location. We are in Ballas territory, and apparently they're hungry for pizza, so there you go. I ain't fighting y'all today. I'm just here to deliver you a pizza. Very nice. All right, so we've made it to the next location, and we're kind of running out of time. We're getting a little close on the heat meter. After this cutscene, we'll see. And yeah, probably have a quarter or less than a quarter left of the heat meter, so we need to make this last delivery quick. But luckily, we are very, very close. Between this location and the last location, it's really not that much distance, so that's nice. All I gotta do is just take a right here, run over that guy because he's in my way, and we go right here and we go and deliver them a pizza. There you go, just like that. So just like that, we made $21,674. So now it's time for us to go ahead and get the Navy Revolver, or at least start the process and start the treasure hunt of trying to get the Navy Revolver. And I'm not remembering off the top of my head, is this the easy one or is this a hard one? There is a harder one, or at least a more annoying one. Oh, never mind, this is the easy one. That's nice. So I need to call in my armored Kuruma, but they're saying I'm not close enough to a suitable road. Is this suitable enough for you? Yes, it is. Okay. So once I get my Kuruma, we need to go to this location. We need to go to this location right here. So to start the process of trying to find this Navy Revolver, we need to go to this clue. There's a clue on this side of this barn, and it's going to be right over here. Right here it says, "Can you find me?" I think I can, Navy Revolver, but it's more of a slasher. But there you go. 1 out of 5 clues investigated. We got $5,000 for that. So we need to go to 3 other locations, and then the last location is going to be a little interesting. So the next location that I can remember off the top of my head is going to be somewhere right in here. Okay, so we've made it to the next location, somewhere in here. I remember exactly where it was. Was it more this way? Trying to do all this off the top of my head. Oh no, I'm close. Yeah, I've done this so many times. I know most of these locations off the top of my head, but here we go. This is the next location. Press right on the D-pad to investigate a clue. And yeah, look at that, just a bunch of grass, but really it's, what is it? Is it a severed hand? Is that this location? Can you even see it? This stupid grass. Yeah, true. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking for. I forgot. Whatever. Let's go to the next location. Okay, I think I've made it to the next location. Okay, no, I'm right. All right. I was on the wrong side of it, but yeah, it's a machete into the side of this barn. There we go. Another $5,000. It's 3 out of 5 clues investigated. The next one, I need to go over to Paleto Bay. I need to go over to, I need to go over to this motel. So let me drive all the way over there. All right, so we've made it over to this motel up in Paleto Bay. We need to go over here and we'll go to this little shed and we see a bloody handprint. Very interesting. Very nice. So we got $5,000. So it's 4 out of 5 clues investigated. This last clue is going to be a little bit interesting to try to find because this clue, it could be at one of, I think, 5 different locations, which is a little bit interesting. But the first location, I think, is somewhere in here, somewhere on the train track. So I'm going to hop on the train track and try to find it there. All right. So, okay. So this location could be somewhere in here, I think, on the side of one of these bridges. Not that one. It wasn't the one prior. Not this one. Maybe this one. No. Okay, I don't think it's going to be here. So let's move on to the next location. If it's not at this next location, I got to start looking up the other ones. And oh yeah, if you try to find the Navy Revolver, I highly suggest you just look up all these locations online. You're going to save a lot of time. Okay, so I'm at the next location. It's going to be underneath this interstate. And it would be somewhere in here where I'm driving right now. And it's not. So, okay, I can remember another location off the top of my head. It's going to be... Next location, I think, is somewhere in here, so I need to drive all the way there. So we're at the next location. Maybe park somewhere in here, and it is not. So I gotta start looking it up. I gotta start looking up these next locations. Okay, so I just looked it up. The next possible location is going to be somewhere in here. This location. Okay, so I need to go all the way here and all the way across the map and try to check there. Okay, I'm at the next location. Somewhere in here. Yep, there it is. There's there's the van. This is such a bizarre location, but it works. Yeah, so this is the back of a van, you know, pretty bloody and a bunch of bags and whatever. And there we go. That's 5 out of 5 clues investigated. So what happens now? Oh, but we get a message from unknown. What an interesting name. I'm sick of you sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Now, I'm not going to lie. What happens next won't be nice for you. Which, I mean, like, look, this is pretty much the Navy Revolver talking here. The Navy Revolver is going to be presenting itself pretty much. So I don't know how the Navy Revolver presenting itself would be, you know, such a bad thing. But anyways, at this point, when this happens, I like to go over to the airport, the airstrip in Sandy Shores. And that's when this little mystery guy will spawn in. At least that's a good spot for it. All right, we've made it over to the airstrip. Just get on top of your vehicle and we just wait. We wait for a guy to attack us. Oh, jeez. Oh, he spawned in as I fell off my car. Hold on. Let me regroup for a second. Let me eat some snacks. All right, I'm going to town. Ready? Watch this. Glitch punch. We're doing the glitch punch strategy against the slasher. You want to come after me with a machete? I'm not even going to use a weapon. You're just getting outboxed. Literally. And there we go. Slasher killed. You now own the Navy Revolver. And we got credited with $50,000. So now it says in the top left-hand corner, get 50 kills with the Navy Revolver to earn a GTA money reward and unlock an exclusive weapon in Red Dead Online. So let's go ahead and let's get 50 kills with this Navy Revolver. Now, it's actually a great time to get this wheel spin because we did just get the Karen Kuruma. And we can use the Navy Revolver while inside of the Kuruma, the armored Kuruma. So I can just go ahead and I can just start taking out people while I'm in an armored vehicle. I guess this is gonna be great. So here, I'm just gonna start by doing that. Oh, geez. Hit your shots. There we go. There's 1 kill. 49 more to go. So I just gotta keep doing this. So I kind of wanted to update y'all at the moment. Well, it's a 4-star wanted level. I'm just sitting here, just taking out cops as they go by. I feel like we're about to get a 5-star wanted level pretty soon. With this vehicle, I can just sit here and just take out as many people as I want without much repercussion. Oh, I just hit a 5-star wanted level too. That's great. Granted, I'm doing all this with only a Navy Revolver. That is the power of the armored Kuruma. This is a great wheel spin to show the true armor of this freaking car. This thing is crazy. Okay, and there we go. We just got our final kill, and we made $200,000 just off of that. So in total, we made $275,000. And I have a 5-star wanted level. This is great. So after all of that, we're now sitting at $2,008,000. So now I need to try to join a random Cayo Perico heist. So what I need to do is I need to go and I need to try to quick join. I need to go down to heist, then I'll try to quick join a random Cayo Perico heist. Yeah, let me go try to do that. Okay, so we just joined a Cayo Perico heist. I've already readied up. I'm not here to negotiate. I am just here to participate and get at least a 15% cut. And it looks like this guy is setting it up the way I would do it, so that's a good start. He's only a level 50 something. Yeah, level 56 is the leader. And just like that, we are jumping into a Cayo Perico heist. So our first ever Cayo Perico heist, but it's not the first time we've been onto this island. I just realized it. It just clicked in my head. I've been to Cayo Perico, I think every episode, the island of Cayo Perico, every episode except for one. I think that was episode 2 that I didn't go. We did the survival for 2 episodes. Last episode, we did the adversary mode with Cayo Perico. Now we're actually doing the Cayo Perico heist. All we have left to do in Cayo Perico is the races. There's races that you can do on Cayo Perico. And then once we do that, we will technically have done everything here, which is crazy. It's only episode 5. It's a good problem to have, though. We keep coming back to Cayo Perico. This is the first time I'm doing it for a heist, though. But anyways, yeah, we need to swim into the compound. We're going to go in via the drainage tunnel. So we're walking inside of the compound for the Cayo Perico heist. All right, let's see if my guy knows what he's doing. We're looking for a key card. We are looking for, oh, he is located a key card. I am just going to, let's see. I'm going to see if I can go my normal way that I like to go. Hopefully I don't get caught. Yeah, no, I'm cooking right now. I'm doing this pretty well, I think. So I gotta go to the office and I gotta pick up gate keys. Now, you have no idea what's going on. I don't blame you. This is doing the Cayo Perico heist with multiple players is a very, I don't know, it's a very complicated thing, at least in my opinion. But anyways, we're trying to find key cards because if we have key cards, we can go access secondary loot locations. So I just located the second key card. My teammate, I think the leader, just found the first one. And yeah, I haven't really taken out anyone. My teammate is taking out a lot of people and he's doing a very good job at it. He just took out the Juggernaut too. So my teammate definitely knows what he's doing. I'm showing that I know what I'm doing, but I don't know where the secondary loot locations are because they change up. So I'm just gonna follow my teammate now. One of the other guys, the other guy that joined, he has no idea what he's doing. He's just running around just doing whatever. Okay, so we've made it down to the compound. So that little bottle of tequila right there, that's the Samito tequila. That's gonna be our primary target. So my teammate is picking that up right now. This teammate is trying to get in here. Oh yeah, because there's gold. I see it. So it looks like my teammate wants to pick up some gold. That is the best secondary loot that you can get. My teammate's picking up gold. There is a bundle of cash right here. I'm gonna wait to pick that up. The goal is to collect all of the gold. That's what we want because gold is gonna give us more value. So we're gonna check this location, see what's in here. There's a painting and there's a bundle of gold right there that my teammate's picking up. So right now I have nothing. Right now I have nothing to my name. Okay. This guy wants me to pick up the painting. It's fine. Yeah, I'll get the painting, whatever. I don't know where the other secondary loot targets are, or at least what's there. So, someone screwed up. Someone screwed up. Oh, geez, I'm getting lit up too. Someone did not do something right because we got caught. If they still want to go, that's fine. I'll continue on, but okay, everyone's filled their loot bag except for me. Let me get this last painting. Okay, there we go. I got another painting. So now let's escape the compound. This is not going according to plan. It was, but now it's not. But look, they want to keep going. This is their heist. That's fine. If you want to do it aggressively, cool. We can do that. I died. I died pretty quickly, too, to escape the compound. This is where being a level 20-something is not, you know, fighting well for me. Okay, I'm trying to eat snacks and move forward. All right. We have lost a lot of money on this exit. And we are not going to get the elite challenge either because we got caught. That's another thing. We can't caught if we want to get the elite challenge. So we're going to be missing out on a little bit of money. And now we just have to run off the island. Okay, so we're going to get on a bike and we're just going to make a run for it. So we'll jump off the island right there. And from here, we just start swimming. We just start swimming away. And we are back in Los Santos. And there we go. Just like that, heist is passed. I got gold. Potential take of $990,000. Actual take of $871,000. Wait, bro. Oh, wait. These people. No, that's so stupid. This has happened to me before in a Loser to Luxury episode. What these people did is they did like a little glitch, a little replay glitch, I'm pretty sure. And because of that, I get paid nothing because I didn't partake in that. But the leader definitely did. Because look at this. Everyone got paid 0. pretty much. Yeah, that's a little annoying. We get a first time bonus of $200,000 though. You can see in the top right hand corner. Wait, hold on though. These guys are here. No, I'm confused. I'm confused. What? I didn't think that would be the way that they would. I don't know. I'm so confused. I still think they did the replay glitch, but I don't know that for a fact. A little confused. Those two people, they're in the same organization. You can see they're both still orange, but I'm not. I'm not in their organization. I spawned in not being in their organization. So I am very confused. I'm very confused by that. We got a $200,000 first time bonus. That was not our actual payout. That wasn't the money that we deserved to get for this. We deserved to get 15% of the overall pay. And that was not just a flat $200,000 fee. Just in case if you're wondering like what first time bonus I got, you just scroll down here, go down to Cayo Perico Heist, and we did this. Complete the Cayo Perico Heist for the first time to earn $200,000. So that was the payment that we got, and that's the only payment we got, not the 15% of the entire cut, like how we were promised. So a little bit annoying, but we still technically got paid, just not, we should have been paid more. But despite all that controversy, we're now sitting at $2,208,000. We need to make $1.1 more million so we can go ahead and we can get our hands on the salvage yard. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me try to make millions of dollars without using any weapons or vehicles